Proverbs 7, again, talking about adultery, just like we have been talking about since Proverbs 5. And verses 1 through 22, or 1 through 21, actually. It's talking about, the woman who's leading the man astray. And verse 22, it's interesting. All at once he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. And, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, well, enough with the adultery talk, I'm not married. Even if you're not married, this is extremely vital. If you don't have any plans to get married, this is still important because we are all subject to temptation, and we can all fall into that temptation of adultery one way or another, whether you're married or not. Sex is designed for a man and a woman who are married, and so we can all be subject to that. We can all fall into that temptation. And so I think that the Bible, whenever the Bible stresses something over and over, right, that's something that we need to take note of. So even if you don't think that this would apply to you, take note of it and study it and remember it and keep it in your heart. This is saying that if you are going outside of, your marriage, verse 22, it paints a picture for you. You're pretty much causing, a slaughter and death. Verse 22, her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. So the Bible, again, repetition. It's really important that we remember that adultery leads to death. It does not lead anywhere good. Wow, I was going to write adultery leads to death again. See, again, repetition. The Bible is really good at repetition, especially things that are very important. So, even verse 4, it's saying, say to wisdom, you are my sister, and insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the adulterous woman. And remember when we talked about wisdom, what does wisdom do? Wisdom is something that we learn from God, and it helps protect us from sin. So again, this is repeating that wisdom can protect us from making mistakes such as sinning. It can be easy to say, oh, well, my spouse doesn't pay attention to me, or my spouse, they also wanted to participate in whatever it is, that was outside of our marriage bed. It can be easy to put that blame on someone else, right? But at the end of the day, we need to answer to God for what we have done. And we need to gain our wisdom from God in order to keep us from sin. We can't, just say, well, it's my spouse's fault that I cheated on them. We have to, just like Proverbs 6 was saying, we can't blame someone else for our choice to sin. We have to take ownership of that and really change and heal and move on. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. For the month of January 2021, I post every single day at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but regularly I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I can't wait to study the Bible with you again.